Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Essential Oils Made Easy with me, Dr. Christina. Tonight is all about the power of oregano. Oregano essential oil is your immune system hero in your home. And I'm going to dive right on in to how you can use essential oils, the 3 ways to use how you can use oregano. And specifically, we're going to show you how to make your own immune system blend with oregano as well towards the end of this video today. I was going to do this as a live, but why I wanted to create a video so I can post it on other platforms is probably best. I love being able to educate you here in this Essential Oils Made Easy with Dr. Christina Facebook group, but I also want to be able to share this video at other places, so it's good to pre-record it, turn it into a YouTube video, and share it. And you can also share it as well with your family and friends. So where should we start tonight? I love to teach about essential oils so much, and I know that I'm going to start doing more and more of that throughout the winter. Oregano, let's dive in. So I have got a couple of resources that I love to teach from in our office here at Craft Chiropractic. This one is fantastic. I hope you can see this. This is a practical guide to natural solutions and protocols it's a doTERRA based essential oil book. It's called Essential Oils Made Simple. I get this at oillife.com. I also carry some for sale here at Craft Chiropractic. When I need a recipe, when I need to go to my, when I can't think of it right off the top of my head, like if somebody has a cold sore, what do I go to? I go to this book, but I also have even a bigger Big Guns book, the Essential Life book. This is a hard copy. I have the 6th edition and I still use this almost every day. And I'm going to focus on using this one tonight because I want to share all of the amazing benefits that oregano provides for us and provides the essential oil for our families as well. doTERRA's essential oils are amazing. Oregano in itself is one of the top sellers by doTERRA because of its immune system benefits. So oregano comes in 15 milliliters here. And it also comes in the 10 milliliter roller bottle, which I actually don't have one, but it would be this size. It comes already pre-diluted, ready to go to roll on the bottoms of the feet and along the spine. But I'm excited to tell you about the power of oregano. Oregano is extremely powerful, and it's been used for, I suppose, centuries for medicinal purposes in all cultures around the world. It is a hot oil, so let's talk about that. Hot essential oils are going to create skin sensitivity when used on the skin. It also is going to taste hot when you eat it or actually place it under the tongue. That's why it's really important for 2 things. You want to get your fractionated coconut oil and dilute your essential oils before you place them on the skin, and I'm going to talk about that here in a moment. And then we're also going to show you how to make an actual blend, an immune boosting blend with oregano in it. And I don't have all of the oils in that blend, but we're going to share the recipe and show you how you would do that. But hot essential oils would be something like oregano. By the way, let me tell you a little bit about my first experience with oregano. I didn't think it was going to be as hot as it was, you guys. And I had a cold sore and I just went right out of the bottle and went right on my lip. And it worked great, by the way, but it burned, and it burned pretty well for a few hours after I did that. So you always want to dilute or make your own roller bottle for cold sores and keep this away, label it, keep it away up in the medicine cabinet. This is for Christina's cold sores. This is for so-and-so. We want to make sure that we dilute something like oregano because it's going to create skin sensitivity. And again, it burned if I didn't use that fractionated coconut oil. Then you're thinking, well, why would I put this on my skin if it burns? That's why, because it's so powerful. You don't need that much, and we're going to talk more about that. Let me tell you what the top uses are for oregano. And if I skip anything, I'm going to remember and I'm going to come back towards the end, but I want to make sure that I share the immunity booster blend at the very end of this video. Right out of the Essential Life book, the top uses are for viruses and bacterial infections. So you can take in a capsule. I don't have the vegetable capsules here in front of me, but you can actually place 1 to 4 drops. You can actually dose a little higher for those that larger adults. Place them in a veggie cap and swallow it down with water to take dose, or you can also then make roller bottles, which is amazing too. So if you feel an immune threat, you're feeling a cold or cough coming on, you're feeling bacterial infection, sinus infection, ear infection. This is a great, great oil to get into the body in the adult and along the spine or the bottoms of the feet with the child. And you want to make your own roller bottle, or you can actually get doTERRA's oregano ready to go. It is truly a game changer. I know specifically for myself, that if I feel any little bit under the weather, that I have oregano in my hand on the bottoms of my feet and roll it down my spine as well. And there's other protocols, there's other oils that you can use for immune system boosting, but hands down, from all the research that I've done, oregano by far just trumps almost all of them. Okay. And again, I have a recipe that I want to share with you at the end of this as well. It's great to gargle in water for strep throat and tonsillitis. It can help with staph infection. You can apply diluted over the area or take in a capsule internally. Remember, when we take oregano internally and other essential oils internally, we're affecting the whole system, giving us those great benefits, which really truly is antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, and it's an immune stimulant. That's the power of oregano. Okay. It can help with warts, calluses, and canker sores, and I should add also cold sores. You can apply diluted with fractionated coconut oil to the wart, callus, and canker sore, and it's going to help it very quickly. Okay. I know for myself, cold sores, could be gone the next day, sometimes 3 days. I mix that with frankincense too. Oregano and frankincense makes an incredible cold sore zapper, if you will. It can help with respiratory threats like pneumonia and bronchitis. So again, you can apply diluted to the bottoms, neat or diluted or neat to the bottoms of the feet. So the stronger you need it to be, it can be placed neat. Bottoms of the feet. We'll talk about neat, meaning just right out of the bottle, right? Diluting with fractionated coconut oil. Athlete's foot, ringworm, and candida. This is another great powerhouse for those particular issues as well. So antifungal properties. You can make your own antifungal foot creams and rollers. Again, make sure these are labeled different from your cold sore ones for your face, okay? I'm just going to give you a little tip about that. But you would apply diluted to the area of concern, or you can take internally to help with candida infections. By the way, that's just yeast, ringworm, and athlete's foot. There's so many more things that oregano is used for, but this is really what we're focusing on tonight. Carpal tunnel and rheumatism. Take internally in a capsule. Again, the veggie capsules that doTERRA makes comes in a nice bottle. I think there's 150. I think there's maybe even more than that in a bottle. But you can actually take oregano internally in those capsules because it's got a really strong, hot taste. So you want to take that in a capsule. I also can say that for nerve discomfort and for body aches, you can actually use oregano as well on the actual area. So if you have carpal tunnel symptoms, you can actually rub oregano essential oil onto the wrists as well and into the hands. But again, it's very hot and it's very warming. So you want to make sure that you're diluting with fractionated coconut oil. And emotional balance. We're going to talk a little bit more about how oregano can help with emotional balance. It helps with, it helps with a lot of different things, but I want to go into a little bit more detail from this book, which is called Emotions and Essential Oils. I use this every day in practice, you guys. If you are a mom that wants to learn more about essential oils, if you are struggling with your own man or woman, struggling with your own anxieties and stressors, and want a little bit more deeper understanding how essential oils can help give you some breakthroughs in your emotional and your spiritual health, this is the book. I hope you can see that. Essential Oils, Emotions and Essential Oils. I have the 7th edition. This is also on oillife.com. And it is a go-to game changer. Oregano's emotional benefits. Let's talk more about that. Oregano cuts through the fluff of life and teaches individuals to do the same. It removes blocks, clears negativity, and cuts away negative attachments. Oregano is a powerful oil and may even be described as forceful or intense. I would say that it is. Oregano addresses a person's need to be right. Individuals in need of oregano may attempt to convert other people to their own fixed opinions. Their strong will can make them unteachable and unwilling to budge. They hold rigidity to their opinions and belief systems. However, oregano comes to the rescue, is resolute, and has the power to break through a strong will and teach humility. So this is the oil of humility and non-attachment. Let's learn more. On the deepest level, oregano dispels materialism and attachment that hinders growth and progress. While using oregano, a person may feel encouraged to end a toxic relationship, quit an oppressive job, or end a destructive habit. These toxic attachments limit one's ability, these toxic attachments limits one's capacity to feel a healthy connection to the divine. Oregano encourages true spirituality by inviting the soul to live in non-attachment and teaches that devotion to a higher power includes letting go of rigidity, willfulness, negative attachments, and materialism. And its instructions here, it helps with negative attachments, pride, opinionated, stubborn, materialistic, and controlling. How it's going to give us positive properties will be humble, non-attachment, willing, teachable, flexible. And it pairs wonderfully with sandalwood, thyme, tea tree, lemongrass, and cypress. Dilute 1 drop or less with carrier oil and apply on bottoms of the feet. 1 drop is really a dose for oregano when we look at the bottoms of the feet. It can be absolutely maybe one drop on each foot. But the oregano is humility and non-attachment oil. So when we practice or are struggling with these types of things, having negative attachments to people or things or to jobs or to opinions, we're holding a lot of pride and our ego is acting real stubborn. We're controlling and materialistic. Oregano can really help with those emotions. And everyone's going to respond differently when we use essential oils for emotions, but it's incredibly cleansing of a lot of that negative attachment and negative emotion. And that's also, it's an antiviral, antifungal, antiparasitic, antibacterial. So it's very cleansing to the body when we apply it topically or use it internally. Now you can use oregano in the diffuser. I have never really enjoyed my oregano in my diffuser. I'm going to be honest. It's very strong. So less is more. Less is more with oregano, okay? I just want to talk a little bit more about the dilution. So there's going to be all kinds of little dilution ratio charts that you'll see with doTERRA, other members of doTERRA as well. But I'm going to tell you right now, less is more with doTERRA's oregano, especially when we're going to use it on our children. So Oregano Touch comes in a 10 milliliter bottle by doTERRA. It's $14.50 wholesale. For $14.50, it's already diluted in a 10 milliliter bottle, ready to go. And when you or your child are feeling an immune threat, a tickle in the throat, under the weather, not feeling well, along the back of the spine, I start at the base of the skull and go all the way down, literally to the butt crack, okay? And rub it in, okay? Or to the bottoms of the feet. And I would place that. I guess we could literally do it right now. I'll show you how I would do that. Here's my dirty bare foot from the day. Most of you know that I just literally work in my bare feet. I would go right along the foot and rub it all in. If you really want to help somebody that's struggling with, more sinus congestion, you can stay up near the toes and rub that in. If you're having back pain and you're kind of under the weather, you want to maybe be more towards the foot. And doTERRA has a wonderful reflexology chart to help with that too. I use it every day. If I need to search for the reflexology chart, I can maybe share that also too in the comments after this video. I'll make note of that. Reflexology chart. Okay. Why does every house need oregano? Because out of all of the single oils, it's going to be, first of all, very safe and effective and affordable. Those 3 things, hands down. Pennies per dose. When you look at $12 and $14.50 for the roller bottle, but this bottle that I have here wholesales for $22 and it's $32 retail. So for $22, you get 250 drops of essential oil in this size. And again, less is more, hands down. So I just want to go and just show you how I would make an oregano roller. Now, there already is an oregano roller that you can purchase from doTERRA, but if I didn't have one and I needed to make one, this is what we would do. So these are actually 5 milliliter roller bottles. And in this size, I'm going to cut my 10 milliliter dose in half, right? My amount per this bottle would be a little bit less. I'm not going to actually do it because I want to save this bottle, but I'm actually going to put 10 drops in here. I would put 10 drops of essential oil in this bottle. Now, this might be for an adult. This might be a little spicy for a child to run it at that high of dilution. You might go down to 5 drops per 5 milliliters. 10 drops of essential oil, okay? You put that in first. Take your fractionated coconut oil and top off the top. This would be a great remedy roller. Top off the top. That's your, and make sure you make a label or get yourself some type of label system. There's stickers that doTERRA has and oillife.com has that you can put on the tops of your labels. You put it down, shake it up, it's ready to go. Okay, bottoms of the feet along the spine when you start to feel a little under the weather. That's the best plain blend that you can do. Now, here's the other recipe that I wanted to share. In the doTERRA communities, Facebook groups and things, we've called it F.L.O.O.M. F.L.O.O.M is an acronym for 5 essential oils that you would put in a 10 milliliter roller bottle, and you would dilute more for younger children. However, I think that this for the most part is quite nice. It's pretty strong though when it comes to the other oils, but there's not as much oregano. 10 drops of frankincense, that's your F for F.L.O.O.M, F.L.O.O.M. 10 drops of lemon, 5 drops of oregano, our real immune champion here. There's 5 drops of oregano in this immunity booster blend, 10 drops of OnGuard, and then 5 drops of Melaleuca, or what we have is also tea tree. So M for Melaleuca, but it's the tea tree. So I'm going to post a picture of that after this video as well. I think all families would make intense amounts of headway on an immune threat or a cold or cough with this blend along the spine and along the bottoms of the feet of their children. Once in the morning, once at night, especially when they're not feeling that well. Okay. What else can we talk about oregano? I told you about it in diffusing it. To me, diffusing essential oil, diffusing oregano can be very strong in the air. And if you have pets, oregano is going to be a little bit strong around them too. So I highly recommend oregano internally in veggie caps, okay? Or topically along the spine or on the bottoms of the feet, especially. Maybe even behind the ears here if you're fighting ear infections or sinus stuff. Okay, you can do that though. You got to make sure that you dilute. And, you know, there might be some other people that are watching this video that their dilution ratios will be different, but here's what I'm going to say. I usually do 10 drops per 10 drops of oil to 5 milliliters total of the size of the bottle. So in this size, I think I said 10. In this one it would be 20. But if we're making F.L.O.O.M, which has 10, 20, 30, 40 drops, you can take down some of the dose of that if you were to use that on children as well. Okay? So the power of oregano. First of all, if you have the sensation of a tickle or a cough or something like that, this is the time to get your oregano ready. Get it ready, have it in your medicine cabinet, get a roller bottle by doTERRA or make your own roller bottle and have it ready to go. Because I'll tell you right now, it does work. And that's the beautiful thing about doTERRA's essential oils. They work, and pennies per dose. Families can save so much headache, if you will, by trying their natural solutions first. And getting adjusted regularly is something that I'm always going to tell my patients, but their essential oils at home are going to be truly their health care at home, their support at home for their immune system as we go into the fall and winter season. There's no better time than right now, this late September, early October, to get your immune system ready and primed for fall and winter. Okay, if you have any questions about oregano or essential oils in general, Dr. Christina at drchristinacraft.com is my email. You can call or text the office line at 218-789-1811. You want to get oils in your home? You can also do the same thing. Call or text 218-789-1811. And I also, anyone can shop retail. All of my essential oils are available on my website at drchristinacraft.com. Okay? So if you have any questions, I'm going to post in this video, underneath this video in this group, the F.L.O.O.M recipe. If you have questions about dilution for children, just message me as well in that group, or 218-789-1811. If you want to know more about the books I'm using, the types of diffusers I like, why fractionated coconut oil, all those types of questions. If you have any of those types of questions, just reach out to me and I would be glad to answer. Okay, thank you so much for listening to this Power of Oregano video, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon.